Now, on the insurance registration video, before this one, I discussed with you that, look, yesterday on the videos that I was doing, some of you guys were worried about the share price of NEO and wanted to find out what is really happening on the company. Why is the share price of NEO down 8%? And I'm here to tell you that there's nothing wrong with NEO. NEO did not do anything. In fact, from what we saw from the insurance registrations, the report that I gave you, NEO did the most, right? And it's only the beginning. It was very, very interesting to see that NEO was one, or if not the only one, EV company to end the day on a red. Not just on a red, but down 8%, which caught a lot of the new investors by surprise, right? But anyways, I'm not worried about that. Especially after the insurance registrations that we saw today, I'm not worried. But, I mean, Goldman Sachs, you will know that it's one of the institutions that hold NEO shares, and before the Envoy L90, they were bearish onto NEO, right? But now, after the Envoy L90, we have not really gotten their sentiment. But I can tell you something. They see what we are seeing. I mean, Goldman Sachs, if you did not know, they owned about, as seen on the screen, 1.7 or almost 1.8 million shares of NEO, valued at 6,842,000. Now, Goldman Sachs made a statement yesterday, and apparently they are saying they are upgrading Xpeng to buy, raising the price target to $24, citing improved cost structure and new product strategies. Analysts see higher potential in Xpeng compared to Lucid and NEO. I mean, it's very interesting to see a big financial institutions like Goldman Sachs not seeing, or not really seeing, are they doing this to try to bring the share price down? I don't know. But one thing I can tell you about the big financial institutions is that they've got this thing of just changing in a space of a month. Their sentiment can change in a space of a couple of weeks, which is something that I think we're going to see, because they are not sure if NEO will be able to pull through with the Envoy L90. Probably they're still doubting, but the insurance registrations that we saw today are going to clear out that picture for them. I mean, something also very interesting is that though they are, of course, talking good about Xpeng in terms of the share price, if you have a look there, you will notice that they own 1.2 million shares of Xpeng, valued at $25 million, right? But they own more shares, so they own more shares of NEO than Xpeng, right? And this, again, it's not a train smash, right? It's not a train smash at all, because we know that the NEO that we are seeing now, it's very much different from the NEO that we're seeing previously. And we know that Goldman Sachs is going to come and have to adjust their price target, because what they are going to see, or what we have started seeing from last week, it's going to be that way, or become much better as we head towards the end of the year. And these, my friends, all investors, all big smart money, all big financial institutions, they are going to have to reiterate buy rating. They are going to have to adjust their price target onto NEO, because look, the Envoy L90 is here and is about to take deliveries of NEO by storm. So, my dear friends, me, honestly, I'm very happy. I'm excited of what we are seeing, of what, of course, NEO is performing recently, right? Especially after looking at the insurance registrations. I can safely say that, look, we did well, or I did well for placing my money into NEO. Because when few people were seeing the light onto NEO, and there were so many people making noises about the net losses, about NEO not being profitable, about NEO not being able to sell so many vehicles, the few of us, we've always been bullish. We know that there was a turnaround that is due to come. And guess what? Today, the figures for insurance registrations confirmed that the turnaround is here. NEO is about to take it to the next level. 40,000 should be a base, and I can tell you, NEO, next week, it's going to sell more than Xpeng. It is going to sell more than Xpeng, and I think I'm predicting that, or I'm calling for that. And remember, the Xpeng that obviously Goldman Sachs is increasing their price target, they are selling mass market cars. Xpeng cars starts around like what, $15,000. Majority of the car they are selling are below $25,000, and therefore this simply means that of course the market for Xpeng it's much bigger. But here's something that uh, some of these institutional investors maybe are not seeing or don't want to disclose because they are trying to get the weak hands of the stock. But anyways, we all know what is the bottom line. The bottom line is that the revenues that NEO generates, obviously it sort of like dwarfs the kind of revenues that Xpeng generates, because the NEO main, especially with the NEO main brand cars, right? But anyways, we are not here to discuss or compare NEO versus Xpeng, but I'm just here to tell you about the sentiment that we got from Goldman Sachs, right? And they are bullish onto Xpeng, and they're saying Xpeng will do much better than Neo and Lucid. But let's wait, let's see. But like I called it on the previous video, I think obviously Neo is going to deliver more than Xpeng next week. This week's insurance registrations, I can tell you now, they are going to be so mind-blowing, and I think we should wait and see what happens. I remain long, I remain strong on Neo, because I know one thing, and that is blue sky is coming. Those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. Look, man, it takes me some time to make videos like this, and all I ask from you is to give it a thumbs up so that at least you can be notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I will see you on the next one, my dear friends. That is all from me. God bless you all.